What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are having an amazing day. So, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 5, starts off where episode 4 left off with Marlo banging on Kenya's door in their hotel. Okay. And I don't know what Marlo's thought process is a lot of times, to be honest. I mean, I understand, that she had a traumatic childhood, but some of the things she does, it's just over the top. Like, it's just not necessarily, like they're in a hotel. It's not like they were in a villa. And Marlo's in her 50s. Like, why is she banging on Kenya's door? So Kenya opens the door, upset. Obviously, her daughter is in there sleeping. And Marlo makes up some excuse, whatever. She goes downstairs to the lobby. Everybody goes downstairs. And Marlo starts, she orders a drink, orders Grey Goose and pineapple. She sits down, but she starts texting Kenya and she's like, you're sorry, blank, 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 and starts cussing her out. Then ends it with XOXO, like, hugs and kisses, Marlo. And then she's like, I'm gonna post this. And Manyetta's like, no, you're not. You know what I mean? So she stops her from making the situation worse by posting it to the gram. And then, they call Kenya and Kenya is just like really upset. And I mean, rightfully so. I mean, if someone is banging on your door like that, your daughter's in there trying to sleep, it's late. And Kenya's just like, you know what? I just want my core group here. And I'm guessing it's Sheree and Manyetta because Kandi and Drew are not there. Kandi was accepting an award for, I think, Songwriter of the Year. And then Drew wasn't feeling well. She was sick. So, Kenya just basically is saying that, she doesn't feel supported. And Sonya's like, well, I'm here, like I have to go to work, but I'm here to support you and I'm going to come back. And Kenya, she's like, don't come back. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh no, Kenya. I mean, Sonya was trying to support you, and Sonya's like, you know what, say less. And I don't blame her because, I mean, she said she already had to work, that's time away from her family. So she's like, say less. Anybody who tells you don't come back, I would leave too. So she leaves and, you know, and then Kenya is not feeling well. So, the paramedics are called and Marlo and Manyetta, they don't see eye to eye. They're outside, talking and Marlo, I just, on one hand, my heart goes out to her because she conveys a woman who is in constant like torment, like I don't know if you have ever met someone who is just so unhappy. I mean, she is, for someone to, bang on on Kenya's door like that and always constantly going after Kandi. And she slammed the door in Manyetta's face, which, by the way, she's like, well, I don't remember. I was drinking and that's a problem. That's a red flag. And Manyetta's like, did she just slam the door in my face? And she's like, well, it was too heavy. It had a stopper on it. So I'm like, thank goodness that it wasn't slammed in her face. It had that air stopper, but that was a heavy door. And if, if it did slam in her face, she was trying to cause damage. Like, Marlo comes across as she is just, she's like trying to project her pain onto everyone else because that's what is in her cup. Have you ever heard that expression where, you have to fill up your cup first before you can pour out to anybody else and you can't pour from an empty cup? Her cup is full of the pain and trauma that she suffered in her childhood. And I'm not a psychologist, but you can just see it. Like, you can see it spilling over into almost every interaction that she has, whether it's Kandi, whether it's Kenya, whether it's Manyetta, whether it's her nephews. You know what I mean? Like, she actually put those babies out. The same thing that was done to her, like recreating those negative and toxic patterns and that generational curse. And she even looks in the camera and she's like, oh, during her confessional, she's like, I could just hear my life coach now. Baby, we got a lot of work to do. Yes, 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 Marlo. You absolutely have a lot of work to do, but not just with a life coach. I really, truly want her to take a fraction of the money that she spends on, designer labels and just things that, are not going to help her grow as a woman, are not going to help her character develop, that's not going to help her mature or heal. That's what I really pray for, not only Marlo, but every single woman on this cast. You know what I mean? Like Kandi and Mama Joyce, right? So Todd is talking about, his project, which is similar to the movie Hall Pass. It's called The Pass, but basically, he is working on a movie that deals with a marital couple who can ethically, I guess, step outside of their marriage because they have that understanding, and it's called The Pass. So I don't know if that's based on Kandi and Todd's own marriage. They've talked openly about, their kinks. We don't kink shame on this channel, but that's Kandi and Todd's business. But they do make it known to the public for those who are interested. And he's joking with Kandi, talking about how she has to audition, and she's like, no, I've already passed up roles, that I didn't have to audition for. Kandi's booked and busy, child. So anyway, but she was on her phone while Todd is trying to talk to her and trying to get her excited about his project, because he said that he always feels like he's, supportive of her things, and he wants that reciprocated. And so I really hope that, I know they just went to Turks and Caicos for her birthday recently. So hopefully they were able to put the phones away, put work away and really connect and just spend that quality time with each other. Well, one thing I did want to touch on as well, Mama Joyce. You know what? She is consistent, if nothing else, to the point where it's toxic. Like, it's gotten old, it's gotten stale. It's worse than those tired wigs that she be wearing. And I just, I know Kandi loves her mama. And, I don't mean any harm. No shade to Mama Joyce. But I hope, Kandi can put her foot down with her mom. It's been 10 years. Like, at what point are you going to stop disrespecting Todd and stop disrespecting their marriage? It's not cute. It's not funny. It's tired, and it's really disrespectful, to be honest. It's not a good look. Todd really loves Kandi, and Kandi really loves him as well, and they've been married for a decade. I hope that she can have a real talk with her mom and really let her know that, Todd's not going anywhere. They're together till death do them part. And maybe she's going to find Mama Joyce a man. Although Mama Joyce will have to be a little bit nicer, I think. But she reminds me of that old school generation where, they put men on a pedestal. So hopefully if Kandi can maybe hook her mom up, she can stop, hating on her relationship. But anyway, that's the takeaways from this week's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you later. Take care, aces. Bye.